Okay then, let's see about unmasking this charlatan. Now, it does say behind, so let's go around the back. Oh, they got the almost creepy looking doctor's masks. Fantastic. Let's be a little cautious. Really? Seriously? Get off. What have they got? Ooh, a nice group. Hello. Oh crap, oh crap, oh damn it. Level 2, even better. Good. At the way, Kurt, thank you. Some gold coins. Oh, excuse me. Level 4, level 5, okay. Cunning craftsmanship, tuition. So the next point, in case anyone's curious of what I'm going to go for in terms of talents, is going to be another point in charisma. Look, Vigor does play a fairly important role to a certain extent, probably from about maybe a third of the way onwards in the game, I'd say, judging. At least I know that much about level 1 and 2. Apparently level 3 is needed depending on if you want to have what's the right wording? A bit more variety of options. That's what it is, you know. You know, you can just, you know, instead of just being, you've got multiple different paths and variety of choices you can use. So, craftsmanship I'm not going to worry about, frankly, at this point. Let's face it. I'm more worried about winning conversations at this stage. Which, to be fair, is actually a fairly critical thing in the beginning. Well, would you believe it? The antidote. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. The weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. The old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So, leave him in his filth. The customer is always right. Alchemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Okay. I like it. It's time to go and confront this alchemical charlatan. Speaking of which, will this thing let me just for a second, if the camera will just behave for, thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Kurt. You're actually standing where I want you to, for a change. I was just spinning for a screenshot there. Actually, ironically, it's strange to me. You know, the AI usually gets in the way, or it's just walking off or turning or doing some other crap. And for once, it's actually listened to me. Well, at least it's not getting in the way. What a rare thing to happen.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Well, how about this, Mr. Alchemist?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
Oh, really?
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
Oh, of course.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
Aha!
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Exactly.
Look, you don't have the right.
Oh, really?
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Right.
Think back to the note that we found.
Tavern.
We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Let me. Well, there you go. That certainly helps. What the hell? Oh, these people are probably pretty pissed off with him, aren't they? Well, to be fair, I'm not really all that surprised. Okay, let's go through here. Oh. Metal dowels. Right, interesting. Don't mind us, just wandering through.
I don't have the key.
Do we... Actually, let me just check something first. I mean, do have lockpicking level 1, but if we can find the key, we'll just use that instead. It's just a bit makes much more sense, as far as I'm concerned. Let me guess. Aha! Anything in... Oh, there is. Good. Oh, excuse me. Now see how useful it's being now? Actually, since we're picking up all the stuff, should actually let you know on something for those who aren't actually aware. So, when you're picking up ingredients, you know, like you can see all these things here, just ingredients and all that sort of stuff, they don't weigh anything. So, you could literally have 200 of everything that's in this list right now, and it doesn't do squat to your weight. I hope they don't change that with an update, because frankly, it's a godsend. Because you literally could just collect you could collect, technically collect 1,000 pine resin, and the fact that it doesn't have any impact on, you know, on your max, on, you know, the carrying weight that you've got is actually a really good thing. Because a lot of these things are used for, as crafting ingredients, obviously. So you can, and especially if you want to help upgrade armor, weapons, whatever. You know, it's, or just potions in general. It's actually really useful. So just wanted to point that out. This thing was a little worried, like, oh no, it's not going to work. You know, oh, it's going to take away. No, it won't. Or at least it shouldn't, anyway. Unless there's a glitch in the game, that's probably the only way it would. Like I said, unless they do an update that changes that, which I hope they don't. Oh. Innkeeper's key? Let me guess. Side entrance? This going? God, these poor souls. Oh, oh, I see something. Pick it up. I'm staying away from you, mate. Abandoned letter. Albert, I hope you'll be given this letter when you finally return from Alsard. Provided there is somebody still alive here to give it to you. I can barely see anymore, and it's difficult to write. I'm sorry, my child. I can't leave you much. The looters are sure to have wrecked our beautiful bookstore by now. but they might have not found the chest I hid in our house. Take care of yourself, my son, and if the money enables you to, flee this magic island, which is said to be completely free of evil. Your loving father. Interesting. I'm not sure if we'll be able to actually go into the house, let alone find it. I mean, okay, yes, there's a bookstore, but whether that's indication of them actually living. You know, a lot of people actually live, as far as I'm aware, actually live, you know, just upstairs or downstairs or whatever from the actual shop. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm guessing it's in here. It certainly is. Well, if we would talk to you, let's collect this. Letter from an alchemist from Al-Sad. Dear is that Arif or Arel? Oh, just give me a second. It is Arif, I do believe. This damn thing's letters so small it could easily confuse you. I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you're hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules do not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments. And there is nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. I sincerely hope that you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace. Your friend. Well, it looks like he left in just the nick of time then. Although, to be fair, they probably should have all escaped at the same time, but hey, not everyone can make the right choice at the right time. Fact of life, I suppose. Right, let's speak to this alchemist.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
Exactly.
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Right, question time.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
True.
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research.
Of course.
This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
Oh, an attempt.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
Exactly.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
Oh, of course.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it.
Actually, that's possible.
A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
You know, to be fair, and it's true what he says about the mob. I mean, kind of, especially if you confronted them, or just gave him a health potion, there's no reason for them to believe him, like, oh, here's an actual health potion. They're not going to believe him. You know, or he said, oh, you know, at this point, nothing he really says is really going to help his case. You know, I'm just saying, I mean, you know, apart from, oh, I'm surrendering to the god, for example. You know what I mean? But, you know, I can believe him when, you know, if someone were to test on himself, especially on a liquid, you know, or especially if someone were to, especially sometimes in types of psychology or whatever, you know, it's the sort of same thing where you subject yourself to an image. You know, if you do it to yourself often enough, you become, your body, your mind, your mental state becomes tolerant of it. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't matter how horrible the image, you know. You'll tolerate it after a certain amount of time, you know. So, you know, so I can understand that with him, that, you know, you know, he's done it so much that he can't, but it's had the opposite effect. Like, as much as he's kind of gotten so used to doing it that his body's sort of like rejecting it now. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
And his obsession?
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I was unfortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is
Fair
for
enough.
an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
You know, it's true in both sides. Like, I believe him, and it is true to an extent that, you know, especially with some things, like, it's true with you know, drugs and medicine, you know, especially like with pain relief, for example, you know. I mean, apart from, I've forgotten the, I've literally forgotten the, oh dear God, I've forgotten the name of the drug now. Oh, typical. But stuff like endo and all this sort of stuff, you know, the really powerful drugs, if you take it in too high a dose all at once, it is actually harmful, especially for those other types of drugs. You know, just painkillers, other stuff. If you take too much at once, it actually is harmful. But if you take it in the right dose, you know, or the right amount, just in little small amounts, at the right times, as stated, you know, or by prescriptional instruction, it won't hurt you. It'll do what it's meant to do. But at the same time, the Sade is right. He shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. So, they're both right for their own reasons. So, look, I'm not going to arrest him because even though he's trying to be helpful in his own way, you know, so I'm not going to hold that against him. He's been kicked out of the academy. He's thinking, look, well, I'm trying to do my bit, you know, and I'm not going to hold that against him. I think we'll help him leave the city.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Definitely. Right. Time to put our intuition and charisma, I almost forgot the word, to the test. Just double check what the thing's showing. It's one of those things you've got to be kind of careful of, because there are times when it'll just appear out of nowhere, and, you know, it's like you hate not to have things, you know, not the right things on. It's like, oh God, you know, I want... Sometimes it might come down to, oh, do I need extra bit charisma? And you've got some, I don't know, whether it be a cape, hat, torso, whatever, that gives you the extra point charisma. It's like, I shouldn't be wearing that. So, got to be a little careful of that sometimes. No, we're all good with those. Oh, God. Right, let's confront this crowd.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want! That charlatan tried to poison us! I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high! And you too, if you're an accomplice!
How absurd. I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
True.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Aha! Intuition paying off again. I'm not going to order this first, that's just going to be ridiculous. I'm not going to give up, not propose settlement. We're going to use that very helpful intuition. Seek out the horrible side effects. Oh, let's listen to this and enjoy.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drunk a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive
Of course.
the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Well, that was very clever. Paralysis. Probably could have picked something a tad less permanent, you know. But hey, to be fair, back then this time period, I mean, paralysis not exactly the worst thing. I mean, let's face it, you know. I mean, things like smallpox, all this fevers, all this sort of stuff, they were actually, believe it or not, at the time, more serious and more and much deadlier than paralysis. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous. Like, you're thinking, hang on a minute, how the hell is smallpox and fever, you know, worse than paralysis? Paralysis is permanent. Yes, I get that. But please bear in mind that up until a certain point in history, like up until, what was it, 200 years ago? 250 years, or whatever it was, they actually didn't have a cure for smallpox. They really didn't. It actually used to kill people. Fever, if someone had a high enough fever, they would die from it. You know, there used to be times where, you know, they used to just keep people comfortable. You know, fever had to be, you know, just people either had to get over their fever or had to go through just, you know, methods that we would not normally use, you know, and we think, why would you do that? But that was the only thing they had back then. So, I mean, we can cure fever, smallpox, immunization, we can do immunize people, all this sort of stuff. Back then, you know, sickness came from sources that not many people realize. And it, at times, was potentially lethal. Yeah? If severe enough, of course.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
Absolutely.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Farewell. And you know what? Just as we were having that discussion with the alchemist, I literally remember the name of the drug I was thinking of. Morphine. God's sake. One of the most powerful painkillers around, and I couldn't remember the bloody name of it. What the? Oh, what? Oh, oh. I totally forgot this was actually in the game. I'm like, what? I thought the game was doing something weird. Oh, excuse me. God's sake. Yeah, let's head back to the Bridge Alliance. The embassy of the Bridge Alliance, my god. Oh boy. Right.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Right. The Charlotte?
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Good. Nice on that reputation. Look, we could confront him. I don't know. It's really one of those things where sometimes we do have evidence, but at the same time, you know, it's not actually her place, Desade's place to sort of criticize him. If you get, like, if that makes any sense. I mean, if we were as a place as an alchemist, for example, or we were a merchant, you know, something that actually impacted, you know, what he does or what he helps with, sure. But that's the whole political stuff within within their city, you know, on the island, on Tier 3D. You know, that's internal. We're only like a diplomat. It's not really our business. Sure, it's bad, but we're just gonna stick to the issue at hand, and we're gonna cover the escape because that guy just needs to get the hell out of here.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tier 3D. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Very nice. I'll say take all the coins we can get, frankly. Right. You've been standing there. Don't you dare start spying on us. Twit. Good, the autosave is kicking in, thank God. Alright, let's have a look. Great departure. No, not gonna worry about that just yet. What the hell was the heretic hunt again? Find the smuggler. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're not gonna go down there just yet because, well... Wait a minute. Didn't we need to... Villain's Den. We still need to find Constantine, don't we? That looks suspicious to me, that Villain's Den. I'll tell you what, where are we? Oh, hang on. What's this here? Fontaine... Okay. Now let's just go down here. We could report to the Coin Guard. Oh god. Ah, screw it, let's just do this. Get... Oh, right, there it is. Oh, God's sake. I swear some of these places look exactly the bloody same as each other and others. Wait.
Lady de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Oh, typical.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Oh, really?
But you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Exactly.
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Okay. Now, in terms of getting things on a ship, that in my mind only leads us to two choices. We either ask Captain... is it Vasco? Vasky, wow. Put back my new nickname for him. Yeah, Captain Vasco. Although, I don't know, he might tell us to go through the normal, you know, the ways of the official channels. That's the word I was looking for, the term I was looking for. The only other way would be able to do it, I'm assuming, is during that time period, a lot of things, you know, like to have a big logbook, you know, where they keep lists of all merchandise and cargo to be led on the ships and where it was going, what times, all that sort of stuff. The only other way I can see it is modifying the shipment list. Huh. But that would require being stealthy. Okay. Let's see. Oh, don't walk into these, oh, for goodness sake. Is there anything over here we can take? What the hell is this? Okay, that's doing absolutely bugger all. I've got the feeling we need to come, maybe need to go there later, so... Okay. Looks very much out the way. Oh, there, here we are. Hello, Doctor. Anything else? Oh dear, in the middle of all the sick. Of course. Let's go down here. That sounds...
You had any idea who I am? Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes. That's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
I like your thinking there, Kurt. I absolutely... Oh, before we do that... Be sneaky! Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky! Oh, can't go in there. Fair enough. Right. Did we pick up anything extra? As far as everything else is concerned? Oh, we did. Wow. Okay. Quite efficient at this point. What's Kurt got? Oh, he's got lockpicking. I didn't even realize that. Well, if that's the case. Glad to him. And we'll take this one. So, oh, yeah, so something I probably should actually explain. As far as I know, if your companions have, for example, a torso like this, or a hatchling that has, you know, plus one of these talents or attributes, if I recall correctly, that doesn't apply to yours. So we should now have 2 in lockpicking. Yes, correct. Yeah, 2 in lockpicking. So as before, you could probably see it didn't have it highlighted. So no one down here. No, thank you.
It's blocked.
Of course. And no science. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just double check that for a second. No, wrong one. God damn it. Don't? No, we don't have that, do we?
It's not possible just now.
Yeah, I didn't think we did. Alright, let's attempt to negotiate with those brutes. Can't go in these houses, can we? I might see if we can randomly go inside houses. Might should be a... Oh yes, the enemy detection.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Oh wow. Okay. How's about that? What I'll do then is for loot chance. Oh right, so here it is. I was gonna say, what the hell's going on there? Just be careful. Be a tad more intricate. Oh, let me guess. Oh, it still works. Good. Never know. That's a dead end. Wonderful. Oh, I bet that was the thing to take out. Oh, good. Use a key. Ah, screw it. We've got lockpicking. Nice. Right. Downstairs. That's where that is. Let's just check and... Yep, there is something left. Good. What we'll do is... Come on. Thank you. God's sake. Serene criminals key. Wait. That's the one thing, you've actually be facing it, or at least have the camera facing towards those sort of things if you want to loot them. Let's go upstairs. Do you creep up the set? You're taking a seriously long time, aren't you, Kurt? Oh, typical. Oh. Anything? Oh, ah! Key to Constantine's cell. Lovely. Good, stuff and collect. Very nice. Now, which one is it? Well, that's definitive, isn't it? Goblet. Okay. Collecting a lot of those, it looks like. That's alright. Nope. Good.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Oh god. Select Constantine with the inventory screen and equipped with his outfit, old embroidered.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters?
To be
Kurt,
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
right. Let's do. We are actually going to confront them. To be honest. So I feel bad leaving them there to squawk and do God knows what. So we'll leave them there. What's he wearing? We're wearing craftsmanship, which is not fantastically useful. Oh, hang on, what's the... Oh, hang on, let me just check this for a second. Worry about that. Switch these out. It is less, but at the same time... Wearing... Jeez, God, he's wearing some bloody good gear, isn't he? Wow. Oh, of course. The ones we find though was wearing the better ones, aren't they? Oh, well, he's wearing those. Okay, so in that case, we'll switch over to the side 20. We won't worry about the balance. Get the armor instead. Let's get the. What weapon? Ooh, very nice. I think that's a long blade. Yep, we won't worry about that. Old rusty rapier. Rapier. I think that's settled on, didn't I? So he's focused. That's a bit more armor damage. What are we? 85. Okay. Well, if that's the case, what I'm going to do with this is something a little different. Alright. Let's go and confront those asshole smugglers. I really feel like. And we get some good well, maybe hopefully a decent chance of getting some good loot. We do have it equipped, don't we? No, god damn it, seriously. Yeah, we do. Alright, fair enough. Alright, I'll tell you what, we will take a break here. And when we come back, we're going to take out, or at least confront and hopefully take out those abductors, the abductors of Constantine, and we'll head over. We'll probably do a little bit more exploring as well, and probably head down towards the docks to meet Captain Vasco. So, I'll catch you next time.